Here we are again, Goat Rocks Wilderness. We are right here at the campground, and for today's trek, we're going out the Wallop Lake Trail to where it meets the PCT, and then we're actually going to go off trail up to the border of the res, and we're going to follow that up and around to Gertrude Lake. Good morning. Back on the trail again. Oh, it feels good. This year, not been near enough time on the trail, but it's been a good year in other senses. We've been working hard, working lots of hours up here in the Giff, just making a whole lot of progress towards our end goal, which is a little piece of land somewhere in the southwest we can go park on in the wintertime and hang out and explore those mountains down there while it's all cold and snowy up in the north. Today's trip is one that, yeah, I've been looking forward to trying to get up here for a while. I want to fish that lake, and I want to check out the views of that lake. It's supposed to be really pretty up there. But I also have always wanted to get up Lakeview Mountain. That's the big mountain that sits at the end of the lake that you can see from the campground and from basically my front yard. And I've never gotten up to the top of it. Just really excited, really glad to be heading back out on the trail. The weather's supposed to be beautiful. Another picture perfect hiking day here in central Washington. Well, if that pack back there looks awfully big for a one-night trip, you would be correct. I am actually carrying today a hammock and a tent, which means both a top quilt and an under quilt and an air mattress. Trying something new. You guys have seen me hike, and you have seen me add as much as 6 miles, 8 miles to the end of a trek on a day, just trying to find a suitable place to camp, because most of the time I'm carrying my hammock, and it seems like when I have my hammock I find all these epic places for tent camping, but I always seem to have trouble finding a spot for my hammock. Plus I've got all my fishing gear, plus I've got all my photography gear as well. So yeah, it doesn't take much and that pack gets pretty large. I've never been one to worry too much about weight. In fact, I've always kind of been of the mindset that I would prefer to be comfortable. And so whatever weight that means I have to carry, that's just the weight I carry. And if it's too heavy, then I do more running, more squats. If I'm near a gym, I try to hit the gym more. Basically, if my pack's too heavy, I need to be stronger, not that the pack needs to be lighter. You do what you want. Some people are really, really concerned about that weight. I've never weighed my pack. I can just tell you some days it's heavier than others. Today, it's a little heavier than normal for an overnight trip. We'll be all right. So pretty and quiet back here. Peaceful. Wow, these big old trees. No thimbleberries ready yet, but definitely finding some hucks and some blueberries that are in good condition for picking. We're almost to the top of this little climb right here. Ooh, look at all those. And up there, like these whole bushes are just loaded. Loaded. We've reached Short Trail Camp. The PCT actually cuts along that ridge right up there. Wraps all the way around this backside back here. I never camped here. The water's pretty, but there's no fish. So. All right, Short Trail Camp means we are less than a mile from the PCT. We're about 4 miles in, and so we are 2/3 of the way there. As you can see from the skies, we got partly cloudy, partly sunny. So I guess we'll see what we get. But yeah, 2/3 of the way down, 1/3 of the way to go. All right, at the PCT. Getting some nice looks here. Up there's Lakeview. Here is a lake. It is not Gertrude. Just one of the many little ponds and puddles up here. Looking back into the valley we're coming out of. Some nice views of the Goat Rocks. Gilbert Peak back there. Oh, it's snowy. Whew. Good climb. Good climb. There is a little bit of a trail here that I've been able to follow. Not much though. It's pretty overgrown. Pretty rocky, rooty, and very steep in some places. Loads of flowers. Moving on up. Looks like we found the lake. Oh, what a lovely lake. Hey, there's a duck. Lakeview Mountain. And I think up there is the summit. Awesome mountain views. So this is Lakeview Mountain right here. I'm gonna try to find me a way up there today. This is indeed just an overnight trip, but I'm gonna have to do some exploring to try to figure out what the best way to get up there is gonna be. I think I'm supposed to go around this way and then up to there, but I am not real sure. So I'm gonna have to do some exploring, but I also would like to enjoy this lovely lake. There are fish in there, according to a couple of sources that I've talked to. It would be a shame to come all the way up here and lug the fishing pole around and not try to catch one or two. Well, I've thrown the line out a few times. Nothing really seems to be biting. Just kind of sitting here right now relaxing. I think maybe in another hour or so I'm going to try to make my way up that ridge. I'm all packed up here. I'm going to throw the bag back on and I am going to see if I can make my way up to the summit of this thing. Supposedly there's some flat spots up there where you can throw a tent up. The downside is obviously no water up there, so I did grab an extra 2.5 liters, plus I filled up my liter jug that I drink from. It's only supposed to be a half mile from this point to the top. The big question is going to be, right here, let me show you. As you can see, this thing is really steep at the top, and the direction that I'm going to head is going to be kind of back this way and up. Here's the kicker. If it gets too steep for me to carry my bag safely, then I'm going to turn around and come right back down here and camp. I'm not about trying to die or prove anything to anybody. So that's kind of the game plan. We're going to see if we can get up there safely with the big bag and all the extra water and extra weight. And if not, we'll come back down here. Let's go check it out. Wow, check out this view I found. Look, there's Big Rainy behind the goat rocks. Old snowy mountain right there. Wow. This is a steep hill, very steep. I mean, that amazing view I got right there though. Whew. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like from the top up here, guys. I've got to find the way up here. Oh my gosh. These views are going to be amazing. Like, this is just the prelude. I can't wait. Let's keep going. It's hard, but let's keep at it. Looking down at Gertrude Lake, where we just climbed up from. Getting into the goat rocks there. Big Rainy just shining up. Big as day over there, man. Look at that. What's up, big fella? All right. Well, we've hit it, the talus bowl that allows access to the upper level. Man, these clouds are starting to build. I'm not liking that. I think we're supposed to go up this right-hand side here. So we should probably get moving, just in case that is some weather blowing in here. Beautiful blue skies out that way. There's Gertrude. There's the other pond we walked by earlier. Goat rocks, clouds building. The slope I'm trying to climb, it's getting stupid, y'all. And this bag is crazy heavy with all this weight. It sucks because it's right up there. I can't get up this with my bag. Dang it. And that is just so steep right there. If you were to slip. All right, I gotta work my way back down. We're going back to Gertrude. I guess we're gonna camp down there tonight. I'm disappointed as all get out. Awesome. I love my hammock, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely something to be said at the end of a long day of hiking, being able to just throw out your ground tarp, pop your tent up in like 5 minutes or less. Man, dry spot, ready to go in case these clouds decide to bust loose. I was worried about trying to get, Milky Way shots and whatnot tonight, and it doesn't look like we're going to have to worry too much about that. I guess the next item on the agenda supper. Well, the raindrops started falling, so we moved us to a little sheltery spot here underneath some trees, and we're gonna continue working on getting supper going. On the menu tonight, we have a Nor bomb. I believe this is the hickory pasta, or some kind of a hickory pasta, and this is almost like a bacon cheddar mashed potato, and thrown in some hickory smoked tuna creations. And there you have it. Dinner is served. Well, just a few minutes of wandering around over here along the edges of camp. Found me some yummy, delicious blueberries and a couple of huckleberries. So we'll add that with my good old gorp, which is my trail time dessert. Raindrops on the lake. You may be saying, "Goat, sure looks awfully dark, man." To which I would reply, indeed. It's only about 6:30. Feels like 8:30. The raindrops keep coming and going. So I think I am going to retreat into the tent here in a moment. Beautiful, quiet, peaceful. Except for the picus. Beep. Good morning, my friends. We are up and moving up here on the side of this talus field, watching the sun come up. Rained for a good little while last night, finally cleared off. Had a beautiful morning today. Sunrise. Beautiful. Well, we know what's next. Breakfast and oatmeal. All right, well, as you can see, we're all packed up like we were never here. And we're gonna walk on out of here. This is probably gonna wrap up the Lakeview Mountain trip. So I hope you enjoyed the views. To me, the highlight was probably the sunrise this morning. It was a bit disappointing not catching any fish, and also disappointing not being able to get to the top of Lakeview Mountain. But that was just, I think I could do it without the big backpack. So I'm Goat, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.